Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to the YouTube video. So just to get straight to the point, I'm gonna teach you guys how you can make an extra $10,000 a month profit branded dropshipping. Now, before we get into it, for you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Samir Mithwani. I've been dropshipping online for around 4 to 5 years now. I've made multiple 6 and 7 figure stores dropshipping online. I've been doing it for a while now, so I've seen how the industry has changed and I have a lot of results to vouch for what I'm saying here. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So for you guys who don't know what branded dropshipping is, it's just a method of dropshipping that works really, really well, and it's crushing it for a lot of people. Now, regular dropshipping is basically, it's the simple thing, it's taking the product from AliExpress and then, running Facebook ads to it and getting your sales, and it's not really scalable. And to be really honest with you guys, coming from someone who's done it for a while, it doesn't work too much in 2023. You'll end up burning a lot of money with it, and it just isn't as sustainable as branded dropshipping and actually creating a brand online and a community and culture around your product. Now, I know that seems like a lot, and especially for you guys who are soaking up a lot of e-commerce and dropshipping knowledge, trying to learn about like, how can I make this work? How can I make money off of this? I know it can be quite intimidating hearing words like creating a culture and community around your product, but don't be worried. There are ways to do it very quickly and very smoothly, and that's the premise of this video. Look guys, I want to teach you how you can start branded dropshipping in 2023. Doesn't matter if you haven't started dropshipping yet, doesn't matter if you don't have a store, doesn't matter if you're a complete beginner. I'm still gonna teach you how to do this and it'll still make sense to you. And on top of that as well, if you guys are actually currently dropshipping and you're already making money with it, this is just gonna help you make even more money and actually help you create a sustainable business that will last long and actually help you escape the matrix, or however you wanna put it. So without further ado, let's get into the basics here. Now, I already kind of went over it earlier, but what is branded dropshipping? Now, branded dropshipping is just a form of dropshipping to where you're actually creating a brand around your product / store. So right off the bat, this cuts out the stupid general store question. Do you do a general store, a niche store, one product store? So off the bat with branded dropshipping, you're automatically going to be doing what we call niche and one product stores. So on these stores, you're not necessarily having a huge catalog. In fact, for my beginners out there, I really recommend you guys just stick with one product stores and keep it simple. Don't complicate it. Just stick with one product stores, and I promise you'll see success if you follow the exact framework I point out in this video. Now, with that being said, one product stores, how do we go about finding the product? Well, it's pretty similar to regular dropshipping. However, you have a different mindset. So with regular dropshipping, for you guys that don't know, you want to find a product that's already doing sales or already has demand, so you can just go in there and sell the same thing. It's very common knowledge not to reinvent the wheel, just ride it. So the same thing kind of applies here. Don't get me wrong, you can take these same products and brand them out. However, you have to have a different mindset getting into it with, how can I do this better? This is so important, guys, because this is the premise of branded dropshipping. It's how you can do it better. If you guys can make a better product, a better service than your competitors, then you're going to win. You're gonna win the Facebook ad auctions, you're gonna win the bids on TikTok, you're gonna actually get sales, and you're actually gonna see those 5, 10, 20, 30, even 50K days. I'm not talking about months, I'm talking about days. If you really understand this concept, how can you do it better? Some of the easiest ways to go about making a better website and a better brand and a better store than the competition you're copying from, which is having a better offer and having better creatives. Now, I'm gonna get more into that later into this video, but just to kind of sum that part up, branded dropshipping is just regular dropshipping. However, you're just adding a brand on top of it. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna load up my screen here and we're gonna do some product research together, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys how I'm able to do some branded dropshipping. All right guys, so just jumping into my computer here, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more behind the scenes of what it looks like to actually conduct branded dropshipping. And I'll start off with the product research, get into a little bit of the sourcing, and then get into a little bit of the advertising and the marketing to finish the video off. But I'm telling you guys, if you follow the framework properly here, you will see success and you will be able to make at least 10K profit a month like me with branded dropshipping. So let's get started. Off the bat, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a software that we call PP ads. For you guys who don't know what PP ads is, it's really simple. It's just a product research tool a lot of dropshippers use. Now, I have found multiple products on PP ads that have made me 6 and even 7, yes, 7 figures with e-commerce and branded dropshipping. Now, don't get me wrong, there's 2 ways to go about it. A lot of people get onto PP ads and they have that dropshipping mentality and it doesn't really work out too well, especially now in 2023, because the space has gotten so competitive, and if you really don't know what you're looking for, you're going to get stumped out by guys like me who can just go in there and crush it. But if you understand branded dropshipping and you understand these concepts, you will have a problem actually getting to the level of like guys like me and other people I know doing, 6-figure profit months, because you understand the same framework, and it's very quick as well. Once you get it, you're good to go. But just to pull up PP ads here, just to get into the technicalities, I mean, you can go to the website, get a membership if you don't have one already, but this is great. It's just showing me ads that are currently being run on TikTok. So I'm able to kind of see, what's working and, what people are doing in the industry. Now, a lot of people don't do this, but I highly recommend you go over and you use this tool called Product Search. Don't use TikTok ad search like the default tool. It's kind of like saturated. A lot of people don't use this other tool. I've genuinely found so many good products off of this tool. I think this tool, if I had to guess, because it's a newer tool, has definitely made me somewhere in the 6-figure profit range just by using this tool, which is crazy, right? But yeah, use this tool, and then also use these filters here. Now guys, these filters are probably the best filters out there, and I highly recommend you use these filters. And the reason I say that is because when I use these filters, I see some of my own products that I'm scaling anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a day in sales. So if I'm seeing my own products that I know are making me money, definitely will see other people's products that are making them money as well. So these filters are really good, and this platform is really good as well. So definitely shout out to them. I have no affiliation with them. I just really want to see you guys use the best stuff out there. Now, as we scroll, there's 2 ways to think about this. Like I said, you think about it in the dropshipping mentality, which you're finding a lot of these dropshippers are looking for products that have massive wow factor, because they look at that and they think, oh, this is cool. Like I would buy this, let's sell it. But that's not how you're supposed to go about it. The wow factor is important, don't get me wrong, but what's more important is the second thing, which is going to be if it solves a problem or not. So just to recap, there are 2 things you want to look for when you're looking for your products, and that's the wow factor, and that's if it solves a problem or not, right? So you need a product that solves a problem, and this is the core fundamental of branded dropshipping. Look, you guys, you cannot create a brand around a stupid gimmick product that just looks cool. These products will die out, and I'm speaking from experience. You want to find a product that has a problem-solving aspect to it, because that's how you're going to brand it, and that's how you're going to create a product and a brand that actually can sell in maybe 2 or 3 years down the line, that has repeat customers and a good rapport, right? If the product solves a problem, it actually fits into the market very well. There's product market fit, and people want that product, not just because it looks cool and it has this like really wow factor, but because it's actually going to make your life easier. And that is the core of entrepreneurship as well. It's just making other people's lives easier, right? So getting into it, as we scroll here, you're gonna see a lot of BS and useless products. Like for instance, if I just keep scrolling, a diffuser. Like this product right here, it might look good on your desk, and hey, it might even make you a quick buck, but this product is not going to really work well in 2023. We're moving more towards a branded era, and these ad platforms are going to favor the person who is a brand, who appears to be a brand, who appears to actually have their own stuff going on. They're not just drop shipping some diffuser from China, right? So over here, you'll see this product is definitely a cut. There's also not a lot of other useless products on here that you really can't go about. Like for instance, if I scroll here, I'll see like this like keychain kit, like for instance, like that's not gonna do well because it's not really solving a problem. And here's one of the reasons why I kind of move away from fashion and jewelry products, because I don't feel like they solve a problem. There's not much of a brand to be created around it unless you are competitively priced lower than other people, which becomes really hard, especially with the the competitive market out there. Your best bet is to stick with products like makeup or cosmetic that fall under the women niche, because because women do spend more money than men, and then also solve a problem by, maybe it's like a certain type of foundation, or maybe it's a certain type of oil that you put in your hair. These products will solve a problem and be easier to create a brand around because they actually have product market fit, and they actually will do decent when you come to the auction on these ad platforms. I saw one good product on the sheet that I thought would be a great brand, and if you do it right, you can make some good money off of it. So to show you guys, that's this product right here. It's going to be a portable hair straightener. Now this product has actually been around for a little bit. I've ran it in the past. I know guys who've ran it in the past. It's a pretty common product. However, not me myself, I haven't gone around it with the branded approach, and a lot of guys don't go around it with the branded approach. They haven't tried that yet. Now these guys right here, they seem to do quite well for themselves because they have around 6 million views. If I had to guess, they've probably made close to 100 to $250,000 in revenue off of this exact listing we're looking at right now. And I'll tell you why they did so well. It's not because of their nice colors or their nice name. It's actually because of their offer. And to just kind of go over a very important aspect of branded dropshipping, it's going to have a unique offer, right? There's three aspects of branded dropshipping: your offer, your creatives, and the brand image. So for the brand image, obviously that's the combination of everything put together, right? It's like the colors, that's like kind of like what you represent, what market you're talking to, if you can articulate that in your creative and your ad copy. And then the next thing is going to be the creatives, which I'll get into here shortly, but the offer is what we want to talk about here. These guys crushed it with the offer. As I scroll over, you'll see right here, there we go. They have a free scrunchie with every order, and this is golden, guys. This is really golden. So having a unique offer is the easiest way you can appear as a brand. For instance, if I was to go and sell this product just on its own at whatever price point I choose, I will always be beaten by these guys on the ad auction because they have a free scrunchie with every order. And look, obviously it's not a free scrunchie. Obviously, like it's you're spending $37 for the product that probably costs like 10 bucks. So it's not, is it really a free scrunchie, right? But as the customer, if you're looking at this, it creates this perceived value because it's a free product. You want to buy it, and you're going to want to spend money with them because you feel like you're getting more out of your order. You're going to reciprocate. So off the bat, their offer is really good. So if I was going to run this product, I would actually take their offer and just price it lower than them. So for instance, if they're spending $37 or they're selling it for $37, I would sell it for $29.99 and just get a better supplier and get better cost of goods on that. So that's how I would do their offer better. Their website is decent. However, guys, this is not branded dropshipping, and I'll tell you why. If we scroll down here, you'll see that they have other products on the store, other TikTok products that do not fit the brand here, and this is why these guys are never going to succeed. And I don't mean to talk bad or talk down on anybody, but these guys are missing out on a lot because they're not going down the branded route. They're not actually creating a brand around their product to where people are going to want to come back and buy. And I know that might be really confusing for some of you guys that are just getting into drop shipping. However, if you have a general store, you have this drop shipping look of your website. Your website doesn't look like it's an actual store and an actual brand. However, if these guys were to just stick with this portable hair straightener, they change your domain to like a portablehairstraightener.com or whatever, and they have the free scrunchie with their orders, which is a great offer, so they got that part down. And maybe they had some other hair products on there. Now these guys are competing in the hair niche, and they actually become a hair brand just because they changed their website up a bit to being a niched and one product store. Going to the next aspect of branded dropshipping, we're gonna go over the creatives here. These guys have one creative, and the reason why I picked this listing out of all the other ones I was going through when making this video was because this is the easiest way for you guys to just get in there and do it better than them. And guys, I'm not gonna run this product. I want you guys to run this product. I want you guys to come back to me and let me know how it's going. As you can see here, they have one damn freaking creative. That's crazy. They only have one creative. Having one creative on TikTok is not a good move because as TikTok is the ad platform, it does fatigue very quickly. So you want to be able to have multiple creatives. And guys, this isn't a video about media buying or anything about like the ad platforms themselves. I'm trying to give you the general idea and the general concept of branded dropshipping, but I will make more videos in the future about the actual ad platforms, like TikTok and Facebook, because I have spent over $1 million on both of those platforms individually. So I have a lot of experience with that. So, you know, subscribe and you guys will see definitely a lot more videos on, you know, the platforms themselves and how you can actually hack those platforms to get better results. But getting into it here, their creative, they only have one creative. So what I would do if I was gonna go and I saw this product, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna brand it dropshipping, right? I'm gonna create a brand out of this. I'm gonna look at their creative, definitely that's a good factor. I would take their creative, I would rip it. So if you guys are not familiar with the ripping concept, dropshipping, it's a dog world out there, right? So when testing products, a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll rip content from other people. So I would rip their creative, basically just by downloading it and removing the watermark, which there's ways to do that. If you go to the website called, I believe it's TikTok Save or Talk Save, we'll plug it somewhere here in the video. You can go there and input the video and remove the watermark. But I would rip their video and I would just edit it better. So editing is a huge part about creatives and making better creatives. So like going back to what we said earlier, there's 3 aspects to branded dropshipping. That's going to be the offer, the brand image, and now we're talking about the creative. So understanding how to make a good creative, you need to be able to edit good creatives. And don't get me wrong, that's not like, you don't need to be a crazy good editor. You just need to understand a couple things. And one of those things are going to be how to actually edit a good creative. Now, just to really generalize it and really make it as easy to digest as possible, you just want to make it capturing, right? So for example, the reason why this creative did so well, let's pull it up here, is because it's very capturing because of the hook. And now guys, I'm skimming through this because I want you guys to retain all this information. However, I want to let you guys know that the hook is the most important part about a creative. I can make a 2-hour-long video talking about how important the damn hook is, but their hook is really good. It says, it's showing like, you know, poor girl can't straighten her hair properly. It captures attention. Now, what you can do is you can rip this creative and find other hooks on TikTok, like just regular TikToks, and you take those TikToks and you add them onto like 3 seconds, like you cut it up and you add 3 seconds on to these creators, or sorry, these creatives. And when you add these TikToks on top of these creatives as like a hook, now you basically have a new scroll stopper, and now the TikTok ads like will register that as a new creative. So that's some sauce right there for you guys. But yeah, definitely taking these creatives and making them better would be exactly what I would do when launching this product. I would also find more content out there for this product. So I would go on like tiktok.com, search up portable hair straightener, and I'll go and I'll look through everything I could find, like the top liked videos about this product, because you guys, trust me, this is like kind of a somewhat of a saturated product. So there's gonna be a lot of content out there. I would take all the content I could find that has, you know, good engagement. I would edit that up, and I would, you know, throw it into like compilation videos, their own videos. I would just edit up around 4 to 5 creatives, including the rip content that we have here. So that's how I would go about the creatives for this product. It's very simple. You're just really, you want to do it better than them, right? And that's the whole aspect of branded dropshipping and making dropshipping work in 2023 is you want to do it better than the competition. You can't just copy them. You have to be better. You would go get for the creatives, just to recap there, you would edit them up, you would have hooks, and you would take content on tiktok.com and just use that as your ads, okay? So now that the creatives are done, going back to the website a little bit, we already talked about the offer, how we would copy the offer and just price it lower because it is already a really good offer to begin with. Now getting into the brand image, just to recap that as well, we would make it a general store. We would take out all of these other generalized products. We would just keep the hair straightener and we would name it like hair straightener or something, and keep the scrunchie upsell, or if we could find a better upsell, we would add that as well. And yeah, that's basically it. Also, the color scheme seems to be off here. They have a jumping out of cart button that's green when their website is like pinkish, so it just doesn't fit at all. So I would definitely clean it up and make it look like a good website. And we will make more videos in the future about CRO, which is conversion rate optimization, which is like the whole website aspect of it. But for now, just to kind of give you guys the glimpse of what we would be doing is we would just clean it up a bit, make it look a lot nicer than it is. Now, to quickly get into the aspect that a lot of you guys might be wondering about is the sourcing of these products. Now this video is not about sourcing. This video is about branded dropshipping, but sourcing is a part of branded dropshipping, so we have to talk about it. To talk about the aspect of sourcing, we would go to AliExpress to find the product. Now hear me out. I know a lot of dropshippers are shaking their head right now, but let me finish. We would go to AliExpress to validate that the product is sourceable, and obviously, as you can see, there are many listings for the same product. We would find a listing. So for example, if it's $7, these guys are selling it for like 37 bucks. They're literally making like 30 bucks on each order, which is amazing. We would find the product here for a cheap price, and then we would go to a private supplier and send the listing to a private supplier to fulfill the orders for us. In 2023, and with branded dropshipping, you don't use AliExpress to fulfill your orders. You don't even, in fact, you don't use platforms like CJ Dropshipping or even Deezers, if you guys know what that is. You won't use any of these platforms to fulfill your orders because that is not the efficient way of going about it. Look, do you really think a brand is going to have AliExpress fulfilling their orders? No, they're not. They're going to have their own supplier. So for you guys that need your own private dropshipping supplier so you can start your own branded dropshipping store, or for you guys that are already running a dropshipping store and want to, add the brand aspect to it and need a better supplier, all you have to do is go to the links in the description. You'll see that I have it. There's a Discord in there. It's my Discord. Me and my team have our Discord in the chat, and in that Discord, you'll get access to one of our private suppliers that you can easily fulfill any order. Like, they'll fulfill basically any product you want and they'll fulfill all your orders. So for instance, you would just take this listing over here or any of these AliExpress listings, you would send it to the private supplier. They would then quote you on that product, and then you basically just connect them to your store as a staff member, and they'll fulfill the orders automatically, invoice you automatically. You don't have to worry about all this drop shipping on AliExpress BS, and the shipping times with these guys are like 7 to 10 days. So it's crazy quick. And yeah, that's how you create a brand online. You have to make sure you have your own self-sustainable fulfillment. So the dropshipping part is the dropshipping supplying part is very important. So make sure you have your fulfillment down and join the Discord below. Also, there's a lot of value in that Discord as well, so don't miss out. But yeah, so now that we have the fulfillment down, we want to get into the second aspect here, which is going to be the ads. So we have the creatives, we have our website made with the offer, and it looks better, and everything is good. We're ready to launch here. The supplier is ready to start fulfilling the orders. How do we launch ads? So you want to launch ads both on Facebook and TikTok. Now, lucky for you guys, I have a really good strategy that works really well, and it is so simple. And I'm gonna dive deeper onto the strategy in other videos, but to give you guys all the sauce here, I'm gonna go over it right now on TikTok. But mind you, the same strategy, same setup works on Facebook. So over here, I have a TikTok dummy account set up. This is a dual account. I don't use it at all, but I'm gonna use it to kind of show you guys a demonstration of how we set up our campaigns. Very simple. Over here, we're gonna go over to create a campaign custom mode. This is assuming that you already have your pixel set up and everything set up on to connect TikTok to your Shopify. Now guys, I'm not gonna give you a damn tutorial on that. There are a million tutorials out there on YouTube how to connect your pixel, Shopify, and TikTok to Shopify and all that BS. I'm here to teach you how to actually get shit done and give you real value. So I'm just gonna skim through this here. But assuming that everything is connected, you wanna go here, and this is the exact strategy that I'm using even at scale to do 5 to 10K days with TikTok ads and Facebook ads as well. But all we do is we go over to the advertising objective, we select conversions, and then we make it a CBO. So CBOs are basically campaign budget optimization. So you're not gonna have spend on the ad group level. If you guys don't know, there's the campaign, ad group, and then you have the ads. Campaign is the ruling aspect, but above everything else. So we're gonna make sure we have our campaign budget set at $50 when we're testing our products. We wanna let that spend for around 2 to 3 days. So $50, it's gonna spend for 2 to 3 days. Your worst case scenario, you lose like 250 to like 250 on each test, right? Then you're gonna connect your pixel. Like I said, this is a dull account. We don't use it anymore, so just don't mind anything. Complete payment as the optimization event because we want people to buy. And over here, select placements, easy, just Pangle, not Pangle. Advanced settings, we turn off all of this stuff here. The reason why we turn this off is because we wanna keep it simple. At scale, we turn on comments, but we can't audit comments when we're running a test, so we don't wanna risk it with people just like spamming their own store in the comments. Keep scrolling down. The countries that I usually advertise to are going to be the US and the UK. I only use those 2 countries. And this is really weird. A lot of guys are gonna watch this at dropship and they're gonna raise their eyebrow, but trust me, if you do US and UK, you'll see better results. I've just been doing this for around a year now, and it's worked really well for me. So US and UK, For this product, it's gonna be female only. Ages, we'll keep it the same here. And then here's spending power and all this other BS. We don't mess with this right now. Daily budget for this, we can set it at 50. Okay, and I'm gonna explain to you why we do that here in a second. And then we're gonna do lowest cost. We're gonna do lowest cost here. And yeah, there we go. So the reason why we set the ad group to $50 is because we're gonna duplicate this ad group 2 times in the same campaign. So we're gonna have a total of 3 of the same ad group in the same campaign. So there's gonna be $150 on the ad group spend and $50 on the campaign spend. And I do the same thing for Facebook. So the reason why you wanna have the ad group spend more than the campaign spend is because it basically forces the campaign to spend it forces the campaign to spend smarter than it would otherwise just by having the ad group budget lower than the campaign budget. So just to kind of recap that, you want to have the ad group budget higher than the campaign budget, because when the ad groups are set to spend more than the campaign, the overall campaign will spend smarter than it would regardless. So I hope that makes sense. It's kind of a complicated concept for beginners, but if you just follow it, it will work better. And then going to the ads here, it won't let me move any further since I'm not inputting any data here. But for the ads, what you would want to do is just put the ads that you made off of the product that you're running. So for example, this is the straightener we have here. We would add the 3 to 5 ads in there, and yeah, that's really it. Then you just launch it, you let that thing run for around 3 to 5 days, and you'll see some results come in. When it comes to the cutting of products and if it's a winner or not, it always comes down to mass creative testing and trying new offers and different things. And this is where the whole branded approach comes to it. When you try new creatives and new angles, you're really altering and changing the brand. And this is how I've been able to make most products work, is because when we launch, what happens is, even if it doesn't do well, we'll test another 5 creatives that pivot off of our brand image, and if that doesn't do well, we'll test another 5, and then another 5, and then another 5, and we'll continuously test on these products and expand on the brand, because we're going the extra step that most people aren't willing to go, and that's why it works so well. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video and out of everything I said here. I know it's a lot of information, but this is one of the first YouTube videos on this channel, so I want to set the tone on the type of things that I will be going over here. Now, each individual aspect of branded dropshipping, I'm gonna be diving deep into here and teaching you guys how you can make it work. Now, overall, just to recap everything here, you wanna start off by finding a good product that has good market fit, solves a problem, and it has a wow factor. Then you want to go and you want to make a better offer out of that, so by adding a free complimentary product. Then you want to make better creatives out of it by ripping stuff from TikTok and ripping stuff from all over the place and editing it up and making it better. Then you want to go and you want to make a nice website out of it that's branded and has good colors, and it's not a general store with all these random products on there. After you've done all that, you go and you follow the simple TikTok ad strategy and you launch your product on TikTok ads. And by the way, the same strategy works for Facebook ads too, so you can go ahead and do it on there as well. You let it run for 2 to 3 days, you see how it goes. After 2 to 3 days, you can launch another 5 creatives. If that doesn't work, you can do another 5 creatives, another 5, until maybe after around 200 to 300 in spend. If nothing is working, you can cut it, but trust me, if you're following the framework properly, most of the products you're gonna test are gonna work. That's basically it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you want more content like this, or you want help with your dropshipping stores, just subscribe and DM me on IG and join the group below. If you go through the links below this video, you'll see a lot of good resources like access to me to help you get to those 10, 20, 30K days with dropshipping. Also the Discord group we just launched that has a lot of people in there talking about how they're making money off dropshipping, how they're getting their stores to work, and also all the resources are in there like private suppliers and agency accounts and all that good stuff. And yeah, guys, I really do appreciate you clicking on this video and watching it through. I wish you the best, and like always, if you have any questions, just DM me on IG and I'll get right back to you. Without further ado, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.